Greetings everyone, Seth Silverfang here with another Fire Emblem storytelling video. I realize I said Seth Silverfang, which is my Instagram account, but in reality it's Seth Silverfang Dancer 98 here on YouTube. Either way, you'll get it. Just look down below for the subscribe button. Not plugging it at all. Anyway, in this one, we're about to deal with the full weight of the effect of war from Dane invading Crimea for Ike and his band of mercenaries, as they deal with the fact that their once peaceful lives are not about to continue here. And it all begins here, in the Roadside battle. You see, Soren went off to study for a bit. This is where we'll officially meet him. He went off to the Royal Library to study up on some ancient tomes and historical textbooks to see about what else they could do for why the bandits seem to have been getting more numerous, and why the Crimea military seem to have been doing a bit worse for patrolling. During this time, he discovers something horrifying happening, and we're about to find out what. Starts like any other day at the mercenary group. Soren returns back into the gates as Mist runs into the main base to tell her brother, who is just recovering from his recent training session with his father and Titania. She tells him immediately. Ike, I've got something to tell you. Listen to this. Soren's back. He's back early. He only left a few days ago. What's he doing back already? I don't know, but he has something important to tell us. All right, let's go check it out. Seeing Soren standing in the main area, Soren nods to Ike as Commander Griel and Titania both join. And they go, alright Soren, what does he need to tell us? Well, it's horrible. But what happened is, while I was in the Royal Library at Melanor, the capital city, the Daean army has invaded. Wyverns patrolled the skies. Wave after wave of ground troops are attacking all over. The Crimean military, led by Duke Lord Renning, went out to meet them. And they began to evacuate the citizens. I joined the evacuating citizens to try and leave. And, in all honesty, I don't see a bright future for Crimea. What? Soren, you can't be serious. I'm sorry to tell you, Ike, but that's how it looks. This is troubling. Can you tell us what else happened there, Soren? I can try, Commander. But it looked to be thousands, maybe tens of thousands of Daean troops charging into the Crimean capital, fighting everyone they could, slaying those in the streets who were resisting or running. It doesn't even look like it was trying to become an occupation. It just felt like a slaughter. Like there's no direction, just a mad wave of blades and angry people. That definitely doesn't sound like the Daean I've come to know. Titania immediately speaks up. Soren, is there anything you can tell us? Well, Lord Renning was leading the charge. He and the Crimean soldiers were holding them off as best they could. And they definitely showed their skill and practice, so that they're elites that they managed to train. But the fact is that they were at least outnumbered 5-1 at the current numbers. Crimea only ever had a standing army of a couple thousand. Daean looked like they had multiplied to at least 50,000 in that one battle. A decisive blow. Dangerous gambit. So they got past the border patrols. Indeed, Commander. I'm terribly sorry. So what does that mean for us? Can we do anything? Titania. Soren. You're both my trusted squad commander and advisor. What do you think we, as the mercenary group, should do? Crimea is our home, but at the same time, we haven't been paid to help. What do you think? Titania thinks back and immediately perks. I say we help. While we haven't been paid, we do owe favors to a few of the royals and nobles who have given us the various jobs that have helped keep us funded and well stocked. I say we help them, pay them back for what they've given us. Soren. To be fair, while this is our homeland, the point remains, no gold has crossed our palms. I say we stay back and let it happen. After all, we haven't been paid. We don't have any obligation to help these people. Soren. I'm terribly sorry, but Titania makes a better point. This is our home, Soren. And while we don't have gold now, we should be able to loot or even take from the bodies of those we finish off. Heck, even the supplies themselves can become ours. As you say, Commander. I'll follow your lead. Good. Ike, you'll lead the charge. Me? Yes, you, son. You lead the charge and tackle this threat. I'll take some of our members to another area. Boyd and Oscar will be helping me. I'm going to go and check out some other connections about other mercenary groups in the area, try and see if they'll help us. Right. Ike, you take Titania, Getry, Soren, and Riss with you. Shinnin immediately perks up. Commander, you can't be serious. We're not seriously leaving it to a young guy. Since you're so concerned, Shinnin, you'll join Ike. That's not what I... Blast. Alright, I'll get my bows. Ike, I'm leaving this in your hands. Right, Father. Do me proud, son. Will you get ready? Ike. Yes, Soren. As Ike's currently sheathing his sword after sharpening it. What's up? I just want to let you know that I definitely disagree with this plan. But I will respect you and the commander's reasons for it. And if you need help, I'll be there to help you. Thanks, Soren. That means the world. It's not supposed to mean the world. It's just supposed to mean our lives. Well, when you put it like that, I do. Never change, Soren, never change. As they get up, scouting the area, they see many dead soldiers from both sides, mostly Daeon's troops, dressed in black armor and red shields, denoting their country's origins, while the Crimean troops are in green and white, denoting their homeland. Seeing that mostly it was Daeon troops who were dead in the area that they were scouting, Ike immediately formulates a plan that the Daeon troops might be nearby, and begins to formulate a strategy to try and fall back and find a village to warn about the upcoming threat. When a Daeon scouting squadron immediately finds them, at least 25 troops, the commander. Did you do this, you Crimea dogs? No, we're just a mercenary group. We aren't Crimean military. A likely story. That one, as he points to Titania, is in white armor, denoting Crimea loyalty. Kill them all! Question the ones who survive! Yeah! Immediately, some spearmen start charging. Ike immediately yells out, Shinnin, cover fire! Soren, long range magic, go! Weaken the troops! Shinnin and Soren immediately let loose their arrow and wind magic blasts. Some soldiers begin falling to the arrows and magic blasting into their ranks. Titania and Getry come up forward with their shields out, knocking away some troops and cleaving through the others. Ike immediately takes Riss to the side while keeping an eye out. Right as an archer aims for Riss, he gets taken out by Soren, with a nice wind blast knocking him out of the tree he had perched on. Ike nods to Soren and immediately goes back to taking out a spearsman that had come charging at Riss, trying to take out the healer. Shinnin starts beating away an axe user with his bow, trying to hold him off. As the axe user swings down, Soren immediately blasts him from the side as Shinnin looks to Soren, giving him a respectful nod, and goes back to blasting out enemies with his arrows. Titania notices another archer coming towards them. He takes aim, tries to shoot at her, but she blocks it with her shield, comes charging right up as he goes, panicsing with another shot and missing her by at least a mile over her head, coming down and cleaving into his shoulder, taking out his bow and archery ability. That's when the commander notices. His troops are falling and being cleaved down like a sickle through wheat. Bringing out his tower shield and spear, he immediately goes, looking back to his remaining 5 soldiers. You men, fan out around me. We're taking them down. I'll hold back the knight. You take down the armored fella. Yes, sir. They immediately charge forward, with their spears leveled at Gatry as he turns his shield sideways and meets all the spears. 2 of them break through but manage to only nick onto his armor, thankfully for the thick plates. Ha! Nice try. Immediately he swings his spear, taking out another as Ike leaps forward, cleaving through another. The last 3 start backing away in fear at Getry and Ike's combo when an arrow shunks into the head of one of them, taking him out. Soren immediately does a critical blow, burning away 3 pages of his spellbook, but managing to take out the last 2 with a huge cyclone of wind magic, cutting into them and knocking them down dead. The commander is currently trying to hold off Titania, who keeps stabbing at her, but she keeps blocking with her axe, deflecting the blow, or her shield completely blocking the blow, her horse running circles around the guy. You darn wench, stand still! As an arrow immediately sinks into his arm, courtesy of Shinnin. Ike immediately comes in, stabbing into the guy's side. That blade! As he notices his armor didn't really stop that blade. Ike thinks back to his interaction before he left the base. Missed. Ike, a gift from Dad for your first official mission as a squad leader. Regal blade, huh? It's supposed to help cleave through heavy armors. Thanks, Father. Thinking back as he has his blade deep into the gut of this guy, right through his chest plate, he immediately thinks, oh, Father wasn't kidding. Regal blades really do work. Pulling it out, causing a gout of blood to come out as the commander grips his side with the injured arm, barely holding his other spear up, ready to slash into Ike as his arm goes missing from an axe blow from Titania cleaving it off of the elbow. With that out of the way, Gatcher immediately comes up and stabs him right through the chest through an opening in his armor. The commander, "You're all enemies of Dayan." Oh. Ike breathes out, looking at the remaining soldiers who have already either died down or fled. Let's head back and let Father know. Right, yeah. Grab any weapons you can, right? Immediately grabbing some iron lances, a heavy jousting lance, even a spare shield for Gatry and Titania to use, and Ike manages to pick up a spare iron sword and even some gold here and there. It's not much, but we'll keep their supplies ready. They fall back while not realizing that they were being watched by the fleeing soldiers. They're going back to their base. Looking at an archer. You! Follow them. Let us know where their base is. We'll go back and get a reinforcement battalion. Right. You sure a battalion's going to do it? I sure as heck hope so. I really hope. We'll grab another captain. Right. Captain should help us tip the odds. We'll come in the night. Tackle them while they're sleeping. Right. Alright. Let's move. Let's get a battalion. As they head off, Ike realizes that this is just the beginning, as he thinks, I'll do my best to grow faster, grow stronger. My days as just a mercenary boy are over. Now we're involved in a war. I'll protect Mist. I'll protect my family. I'll protect everyone I care about. As he looked to his wristband that was given him by his mother, hidden underneath his armored gauntlet. I promise you, Mom, I'll become strong enough to help. With determination filling him, he heads back to report to his father about their mission, hoping that they will have time to move the base and everyone else's belongings before they're attacked once more, not realizing that that very night they will be ambushed. Thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that part of the story. I realized it was a bit faster than most, but honestly, with all the descriptions I've given from the previous battles, I figured that a basic one-sided takedown was fair at this point. So I do hope you'll enjoy the next one, which is going to be a night attack coming from enemy Dayan troops for the base. It will be up to the mercenaries to defend their home and their lives as they are attacked by a full battalion, at least 50 troops in the night. For now, this will be Silverfang Dancer 98 signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let me know if you guys have any requests for any other dancing videos I might do, reaction videos, or any other video games you want to see going through this treatment. Let me know, and I'll be looking forward to it.